Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Couch Ops. We're on the couch and we're operating this game called The Glass Staircase. And we're down to our MC, the main character here, Margaret.
Margaret.
She's the real main character. You can tell because she's got a flashlight and because she hides her pills and picks the doors open. How does the door unlock normally then? When they take their pills, is someone watching them 24/7 camera?
If that was true, Margaret wouldn't be able to get away with not taking her pill. Or sneaking out like this.
A rifle?
Alright,
I think we're getting near the end of the game.
read the letter.
I left the rifle like we talked about. You have to kill it tonight. The door to the laboratory is under the porch.
Sure is.
So do I just go right out the front and leave?
No ammo, all gun.
How do I gun? Oh, okay. I even get an aiming reticle. That's pretty cool.
Not that you need it. You've got auto
It's got
aim.
auto aim, yeah.
Aimbot in my
How much
gun.
ammo do I get? 5 out of 5. Okay. Is there a special gun I can unlock that's an alien taser?
No, this doesn't sound like
And
no.
it shoots green lightning bolts at enemies and
There's
kills
the
them?
chandelier, but the body's gone.
By Dorothy.
Like
Or like Dorky.
Dorothy.
Dorothy and her dorky ability at dying.
She
You
was
just find her
not
corpse and you're like, what a dork. I can't believe she died.
dying for free. How
Or what if
embarrassing.
none of them are dead and they're all being held down in the lab rat?
For a surprise party.
Yeah, they're gonna have a birthday cake, and the monster's gonna come out and he's gonna unzip his suit, and it's gonna be Edward Sullivan, and he's gonna be like, "This has all been part of our plan to
Mr.
give
Sullivan.
you a secret birthday party. I had my wife write up all those fake journal entries for you that you didn't read because everyone else did. That was part of this plan.
And the pills were actually just sugar tablets.
Yep, it was all a placebo.
It's unlocked now. Dot, dot, dot.
Wow. So now I'm going into the real Resident Evil part of the game, getting onto the umbrella.
The
Sanctuary.
secret lab. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, this is already too confusing for my little rat brain.
Whoa, look at that. It's right out of the 1500s.
It looks like a door to a super high security prison cell. Ooh. Oh.
Those are some colorful torches.
So, do I want to go down right away?
I have no idea. That's what you'll have to
One
figure
second,
out.
Let me go back up and see if there was anything else. If it was just these two stairs going down that lead to like a looping room hole. Well, let's take a look here.
There is a forward, it looks like. Oh, it's a wall.
It's a dead end. Okay, so those both probably lead to the same spot then, though. Right? It's gonna be a staircase going down.
That sounds silly.
Setting up some cool final boss level. Well, only boss, I guess, really. Yep, this one goes down to more like a cellar, though. It looks more like... Oh, that's...
A metal door.
Loaded in.
No, that's correct.
It's supposed to be all blurry and muddy looking.
PS1 graphics, remember?
That's true. Alright, let's see where we're at. Oh, boy. Is this the lab rat story?
Huh.
You got this, Margaret. I believe in you. Oh, boy. So, where does the other
what is the
one
thing?
lead? What is it?
A letter, read it.
July 24th, 1922. My suspicious, we not only confirm.
We're not, it's definitely a typo.
Yeah. My suspicions were not only confirmed, but completely validated by my final discovery last night. The zealots were less than happy to come to realize my line of questioning hadn't ceased, even after several more months of my experiments. The hierarchs took to keeping me as content with research material as possible, hopefully to keep me stimulated, perhaps too much so to ask my questions, while they radiated heat from the engine slowly cooked away my mind and warped my body.
Oh.
It's quite unfortunate for them that these walls are my walls, and that I know where to get anywhere I need to in this manner. This is what led me to finally listen in on one of their preferred sermons. So I'm guessing that's from Edward Sullivan, and he's... Oh no, this would have to be from the wife still. No, this is Edward Sullivan, because it's talking about a research, and so he's probably the big mutated guy.
Oh, you'd think.
Yeah. The things these madmen ramble on about would give a man pause, but hardly make him listen far beyond that. I've been far too close to these happenings for far too long to not listen, though. Listen and understand. They spoke of their great God in the machine. They spoke of how it communicates through their dreams, as it had with me, showing them prophetic visions of the future.
Oh.
They speak of the day the machine is finally fed the blood of the last innocent. Speak of the blood-red sky opening to their lords, the convergence of the two worlds, the legions of our fallen that will return to herald, and the reconnection of the true world to our own, and the slaughter that will fill every city of man, and that their own bodies will begin ascending in their holy vessels. Everything I've been seeing has been given a new context, and I realized that I had been betrayed. Every single thing the entity had told me had been a means to complete the bridge. Cain's terrible staircase to his gods. Were I a weaker man, perhaps my mind would have been so gone as to this new news, meaning nothing to me. But the truth is before my eyes. I will bring the devil to this world if I allow the machine to continue running. The more blood I spill, the closer I get to ending it for all of us. The maniacs seem to have yet to notice how suspicious I've become, which will work to my advantage. It will take no time to disable the devices that power this hellish engine, and hopefully even less time to destroy it. My body may be changing the same as all the others, but my strength is far from gone. If I can truly dismantle the device, then I may have some chance at salvation. This will take some time. But if I am left to my devices as I have been, then I will have the time to tie up the loose ends that may be left in this research and plan for safe passage of my darling Juliet. Oh God, Juliet, my wife, how I have betrayed her. She still even resides in this hellhole I have created for us, and I must tell her the truth. Seek some kind of forgiveness, though my acts may have been as evil as any lunatic's. Let it never be said that I stopped loving my Juliet.
Oh.
I will save her from this future. I will end this all myself. I just need enough time to put this in motion. Please wait for me, my love. Let me be the man you know I am. Take care of Dr. K.H. Hauser.
To the care. To the care.
This looks like a bad hallway.
But there's a barrel with a med kit.
Gear. No, don't need to heal myself.
So I'm thinking about why there was a med kit for Dorothy.
Maybe it's something that Margaret can interact with.
But I mean, you're right. But
because that was a room that you couldn't go to until you were Dorothy.
Oh,
so maybe I'll be able to go to it while I'm playing as Margaret.
Huh.
Perhaps I'm completely speculating here, and I have no basis for any facts that I am spouting, as they are not facts. And nor am I spouting. I'm spouting a little bit, maybe, but...
Shiny.
Ooh, is it ammo? A letter.
Oh, no.
October 1st, 1919.
Months of trials, months of failures, months of the infernal voice pushing itself deeper and deeper into my brain. With each failed test, the being seems to grow more and more impatient, not being able to figure out how to communicate its help to me, wanting a chance to get its hands on something uniquely corporeal. The long, dried and mangled corpses of my ancestors produced very little in the way of a true result. The body is attempting to move, moaning and cracking. At first, is this Reanimator?
Yeah.
At first, I thought the enfeebled material was the reason why the being could not occupy them for very long. But as we moved further into the more presently dead, the results did not seem any more promising. It can't seem to focus on any one corpse long enough to keep a sustained connection, much less apply anything that resembles communication skills. And before too long, it's as if the body simply loses the... And
connection.
I don't even know what that's...
Simply loses a connection.
Maybe I'm just going to go simply loses the connection.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to scream in agony before its flesh, or lack thereof, folds down into another broken pile.
Cool.
In my desperation, I even turned to Cousin Garrett. Everything about that boy looked withered by all the time in this dark decay. Oh. There was a moment that I couldn't even see the surgical scars that I had left him with. It was almost cathartic, in a way. That catharsis was truly ruined, however, when I brought him within range of the machine. Like all the others, it took mere moments before he started moving. Unlike the others, he refused to stop moving. Garrett's convulsions slowed after mere moments before he began to rise, sitting up for a brief moment. It's almost as if I had my cousin back. The illusion was quickly shattered when the shrieking began, though. Not uncommon for any of these attempts, but something about it was so much closer to a human, yet so much further away. Then, to all of my surprise, the creature that was Garrett began shambling upward, moving towards the stairs. I was as excited as I was terrified. There was something here that I had not expected. Something much more. Wall of text, please. In my disbelief, I'd ignored his movement ever closer to the exit of the basement. Soon he was pulling at the door, attempting to find his way to the world above. I didn't know what to do. As he began to amass. Smash.
I think it's supposed to be smash.
Wow.
The S and the A. Wait. So that first A should be an S, and then the S and the H at the end should be reversed.
That's weird.
Amass.
Against the heavy wooden door, it was almost no time before his hose began again. I knew it was a matter of time before the rest of the manor would be alerted to the beast. Oh, this is when he shot it.
Mm-hmm.
I did my best, and in my panic, to turn them away. But I had no means of removing the creature, its strength somehow greater than anything the withering body should have been able to produce. In my desperation, I took the only thing I could think of that may be able to stop this, my old service pistol. It took more shots than any man ever could to finally put it down. No more twisting into a discarded what? Okay. No more crumbling into the same old set of dried skin and bone. This corpse returned to being a corpse. I had to let Garrett know. Down to his rest. What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again. Oh, lie him down to his rest yet again. Got it. This will all be worth it in the end. It has to be. Oh, that's some
Wall of text.
More?
Mm-hmm.
December 1st, 1920. My research has started to stagnate. The resources are drying up, as is my patience for these repeated failures of the same decrepit meat that I've been forced to abide with. The voices have gotten clearer than ever, trying to guide me in a particular direction that I've been managing to fight off for so long. Why are the sins I've filled my life with the last few years not enough for this being? Why does it think that the corpses and parts that I've been forced to work with, manipulate, aren't good enough? The failures to keep a host alive long enough is more than obvious now, and I fear I have no other option but to give in to its alluring promise to finally end this expression. I will need a living host to continue this work. Expansion. Wow. Perhaps at one point this may have shocked me to the point that I would leave spell check. This mad search behind, but perhaps it knew in the end that it knew that and kept this knowledge from me just as long enough to hope my drive would get me past such a moral hard block. Perhaps me knowing this has given a sort of split that I can escape to in my reasoning, but every time I'm forced to look at that painting of the bastard Cain sitting in his lab, staring down at me as if he always knew I'd never succeed his work, I feel just that little bit of pride pushed me past the barrier and would hold my dream to the realms of morality. Thankfully, the being has provided something more than adequate to satiate this hunger. I don't want to read anymore. Oh my god.
Okay.
This is so bad.
For the better part of the last year, I've heard from the staff, and what little I do hear of them, what strange groups of men have been congregating and asking to see me. My work has been far too important to spare them this time, but thanks to this recent break in my research having been held up for some time, I was able to speak with the ringleader of this growing army of confused zealots, and in this have learned of their reasons for being here. They know of the being, they need my help to contact him. They treat me as if I'm some kind of foretold prophet. That's not the right kind of prophet.
Yep.
Which is a position, however laughable, that gives me a level of control over this bizarre situation. When I suggested that I may need to the head zealot, he seemed almost pleased to offer me exactly what I was asking for. A short, steady supply of living subjects continued to use as catalysts for the research, i.e. these girls.
These girls, yep, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Perhaps this will do as little good as it always has, but I believe that all of my questions will soon have answers. We've been using the hidden entrances to accommodate as many of these subjects as possible for any number of tests, the young, the old, the strong, the infirm. All the subjects only have one thing in common, and that is that they are more than willing to do whatever it may take to see this being into our world. I can't be certain how much of the being's words I can actually take to heart, but I know that this may be all I have left for my research. Perhaps the answer I finally seek is within grasp. They really needed to spell check this document. Like, holy
Also,
cow.
another lore dump. Woo.
And yeah, like, geez, actually just reading like a short story. Alright, well, I'm gonna check this thing out.
Control panel. Push button.
Autosave.
Autosave. That's a good sign.
Is it? The control panel is activated.
Yay.
That's not all green. Alright, well, geez, lore dump for half the episode.
Yep.
Alright, well, we'll continue exploring this basement next time.
Yep.
So if you enjoyed having words just harassing you nonstop,
If you enjoyed your word salad,
words came out and did some kung fu on you, then like this video, and then we will see you all on the next one. Okay, this is a perfect spot to stop. Something interesting has got to happen. So we'll shoot through those bars next time. And have a good one.
Yep. Bye-bye.